Welcome to Fit with Coach Kat. Today's workout requires a weight, so you can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. When you've got your weight, let's begin. Today is a functional fitness workout. We are going to be working on strength and high intensity. So buckle up, we're going to squeeze a lot in the next 30 minutes. And as always, we're going to start by connecting our breath to our pelvic floor. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax your pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze. And when I say squeeze, I mean pull up through your sex organs. Squeeze your anus, hold for a second, and then relax. Don't worry if you can't do it on demand. It will take a little bit of practice. But inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. When you're ready, step to the back of your mat if you have one, and we will get into the world's greatest stretch. So step your left leg forward, put your right hand on the ground, and we're going to reach our left hand around as far as we can, opening up to the sky, and then bringing it as far down your leg as you can. This is a really good stretch to open up through your hips, warm up through your thoracic spine. Place both hands on the ground and then swap legs. Step your right leg forward and reach your right arm around and as far down your leg as you can. One more, then place both hands on the ground, walk your hands back to your feet and come back up into a standing position. From there we're going to get into sumo stance. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. Grab your feet with your hands, drop low into a squat, reach your left arm around and then your right arm around. Hold on to your feet, stand up, stretch those hamstrings, come all the way up and then repeat the process. So drop into a squat, open your chest up to the sky, stand up stretching those hamstrings and then standing all the way up. I'm just going to change direction so you can see. Wide squat, opening up through that chest, straight legs, stand up. We've got one more and then we're going to get into bodyweight squats. So stand up, get your feet a little bit more narrow into hip distance apart, and we're going to go bum back and down into bodyweight squats. I want your bum to go as low as you can make it. Your hamstring and your calf should be meeting at the back of your leg. If you want to put a cushion or a little footstool on the ground for you to aim towards with your squats, please go ahead. From here we're going to get into a half Turkish get up. So you're going to run your right hand down your leg whilst rotating and keeping your left arm straight in the air and sending your glutes back so your back is straight. You are not bending through your back here. You have a slight bend in your knee that is similar to a deadlift. Last one, and then we're going to swap sides. So run your left hand down your left leg, opening your right hand up to the sky. Turn to face your hand as it travels up to the sky. That's your last one. Now we're going to go through all that mobility again, starting with the world's greatest stretch. So step your right leg forward, put your left hand on the ground, Open up to the sky as much as you can and try and move a little bit faster this round. One more rep and then put both hands on the ground, step back to plank and swap sides. You've got one more till you step back to high plank, walk your hands back to your feet, and then we'll get back into that deep sumo squat, holding onto our feet and alternating arms to open up to the sky.
Faster, stronger, moving light speed, work it longer, we a different breed, living larger, chasing the dream, push it farther, better than you ever seen, pedal to the metal, we going far, foot on the gas, just getting started, let's get it started, pave the way, roads uncharted, no problem, we ain't solving, 1, 2, 3, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it started, let's get it, let's get it started, come play with the big.
You've got one more and then we're going to get back into those half Turkish get-ups, starting with your right hand running down your right leg and your left arm opening up to the sky, making sure that you watch your left hand go up so you get that full open through your chest. Send your bum back with every hinge. Last one, and then we're going to swap sides. So place your left hand on your leg, run it down your left leg, and open your right arm up to the sky. And this is your last one. Now we're going to get into our strength series. So grab your weight, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, doesn't matter. If you have different sized weights, you want a heavier weight for this exercise because we're doing goblet squats. So hold the dumbbell on your chest and get your bum back and down for a squat. Make sure the dumbbell travels in between your knees and your chest is facing forward. You want your bum to be going back and down. Five more squats to go. One more rep, and then we're going to rotate our right leg forward, our left leg back. We're going to get down into a lunge position, put the weight in your left hand, and we are going to lunge and push the weight overhead. So get that back knee touching the ground, and on your way up, shoot your arm all the way up, bicep to ear. We've got one more rep. Then you're going to bring your left foot forward and make your left toes in line with your right heel. From there, we're going to go into some single leg deadlifts, focusing on our right leg. So send that hip back, stand up, load your right heel. Your left leg is there for balance only. We've got one more, and then we're going to get back to our goblet squats. So pick up your dumbbell, place it in front of your chest, get your bum back and down, and let's move through some deep squats. We've got 2 more, and then we're going to send our right leg back, put the weight into our right hand, get into some lunges. Feel free to place your other hand on your hip. Make sure your back knee is always tapping the ground. One more rep, and then we're into our single leg deadlifts, focusing on our left leg. So bring your right foot in so it is lined with your left heel. Then you're going to send your left hip back and focus on driving through your heel and working that glute. Up to your last one, and then we're back to our goblet squats. Try your hardest to stay in time with me. However, if you are not able to make the full distance while staying in time with me, I would rather you go slower and do full depth squats rather than going faster and just doing half squats. You've got one more till you place that dumbbell into your left hand. Send that left leg back and get into those lunges. Back knee all the way down. One more, and you're going to bring your left foot in as the balance. We are now working our right leg. We're going to go straight into those single leg deadlifts on our right hand side. Your left foot is there for balance. Last one. Then we're going to get back into our goblet squats. Keep that dumbbell on your chest, bum back and down. We've got 2 more reps till we put the dumbbell into our right hand, step our right leg back and get into those lunges. You've got 2 more, then you're going to bring your right leg forward as balance, and we're going to do those single leg deadlifts onto our right leg. So hinge at your hips, send those glutes back. Two more and then we are done with this set. We're going to have a very short break. Our next exercise is plank rows. So you will need the dumbbell to be in the position where you come down into high plank. It will be underneath one of your shoulders. So if you have a mat, place it at one end of the mat and you go to the other end. If you don't have a mat, then just place it on the floor in front of you. In a minute, we are going to run our hands down our legs, walk out into high plank, place the dumbbell into your left hand, and we're going to do some plank rows. Once you're in high plank position, shift your feet nice and wide, grab the dumbbell with your left hand, and we are going to do 5 reps. Aim your elbow for your glute, make sure your bum is not sticking in the air. Once you've done 5, swap sides. We're going to do this one more time on each side. Try not to let your hips sway too much, and don't let your bum stick up in the air too high. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and make sure your hand is directly underneath your shoulder. This is your last set. When we are done with this, we are going to stand up and do some tricep overhead work. Stand up, grab the dumbbell by each end, palms facing each other, arms straight overhead, bend at your elbows, lower the weight behind your back, and then straighten your arms out. You can have a split stance with your legs and pull your belly button in towards your spine. One more rep, and then we're going to drop back to plank position and do plank pass-throughs. We are essentially grabbing the dumbbell with the opposite hand and bringing it in line. So your right arm will reach under your body to grab the dumbbell and move it over, and then your left arm will reach under to grab it and move it back. Each time, make sure your hand lands directly underneath your shoulders. We've got one more set, and then we're going to stand up for some bicep curls. So onto your feet, please grab your dumbbell, palms facing each other, split stance again if you want to, and we're going to pump out some bicep curls here. Two more reps, and then we've got one more round of those 4 exercises again, starting with the plank rows. Drop your dumbbell down, walk to the back of your mat if you have one, and get back down into your high plank position for your plank rows. Three more reps, and then it's standing up for the tricep overhead extension. Couple more reps, and then we're going to pop the dumbbell back down for the plank dumbbell pass-throughs. So back to high plank position, and pull that dumbbell underneath your body, making sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and you're trying to minimize movement as much as you can. Two more reps, and then we are up for our bicep curls. Back up into a standing position, grab your dumbbell, couple more reps, and then you are done with your strength component of the workout. Next up, we have some metabolic conditioning. We are going to do 8 devil's press, 8 dumbbell snatches, and 10 weighted sit-ups. So a devil's press, you will have the dumbbell in your left hand, you will do a burpee, and then you'll swing it up overhead. Watch me for the first rep, have the dumbbell ready in your hand, and then you can join in afterwards. So dumbbell hits the ground, so do I, jump up, dumbbells up in the air, swap hands. All right, let's go. Hit the ground, jump up, dumbbell in the sky. If you find it challenging to alternate the dumbbell in front of you, I know I have quite a seamless handover, then you can hand it over on the bottom on the ground if you feel more comfortable. This is your last one, and then we're going to get into our dumbbell snatches. So a snatch is a dumbbell hits the ground and goes straight overhead. This is alternating, which means we swap hands each rep. You want to start getting used to swapping the dumbbell in front of you around about chest height like I'm demonstrating now. One more rep, and then I'm going to get you to sit on your glutes in a sit-up position and have the dumbbell in your right hand. We're going to sit up and press it overhead in full extension at the top of the sit-up. Four more on this arm, and then we're going to do the whole series again. So you know what's coming first is the devil's press. I want you to stay in time with me this round. Alright, let's go devil's press in your left hand. Drop to the deck, do a burpee and throw it up above your head. Swap hands. That's your last rep, and then we're going to do our snatches. So get your dumbbell, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, and you want your dumbbell to touch the ground and then land overhead in a nice straight line. You've got one more rep, and then we are going to hit the deck for those sit-ups. So bum on the floor, try and stay in time with me. One more on this arm, and then we're going to swap hands. So 5 on each arm. This is your last rep. We've got one more round, team. So pick up that dumbbell in your left hand and hit the deck. This is your last rep, and we're going to go into our dumbbell snatches. Well done, last one. Here we go, this is our last exercise, gang. 5 on each side. Swap hands. Let's go, last 5 reps. Well done everyone. You are finished for today. That was a really good workout. I'm so glad you joined me for that. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you are enjoying these workouts and I hope to see you next time. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment on this video. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. If you do the workout and you put it on your Instagram, please tag me at @FitWithCoachCat. I would love to see your progress. Make sure you save this video, come back and do it again. For now, thank you so much for joining me. From me and Hanky Pants, I hope you have a really good day and we'll see you next time.